Hello. This is my second sketchbook of 2024. As with my first, I'm not going to say a massive amount about the pictures. And also, as with the first one, most of the sketches have been carried out in black fineliner. I use a cheap and cheerful one from this one is from the Range, well-known store in our area. Now you can see there's Old London there. Now I'm going to have to move the book round slightly. That's Manabia from a recent holiday in West Wales. And the next few pictures were all done during the holiday in West Wales. That's Pembroke, and the chap in the statue is King Henry VII, who was born in the castle behind. There you go, back to London. Yeah, that's Fleet Street, which I have drawn on quite a few occasions. Now the next one here, this is the Old Kent Road. I drew it just because I used to cycle down it on the way home from university once upon a time, many years ago. And then it struck me, Old Kent Road is on the London Monopoly board. And so the next sketches in the book are all based on London Monopoly properties, although from quite a long time before Monopoly was ever even thought of. That's the Angel Islington, which was demolished long before, well, about 30 years before the London Board of Monopoly was first created. Pentonville Road, last of the light blues. No Euston, well, I've already drawn Euston before. That's Pall Mall, named after a game similar to croquet, which involved hitting balls with mallets. Pal comes from the Italian for ball, so I'm told. Mal comes from mallet, or macchior, Italian. I like the colour of this. I was given a pack of 10 different coloured fineliners, quite thick nib, 0.3 millimetres. And the darker colours like this brown work really rather nicely. I like the dark green here on Northumberland Avenue. I like very, very much. I don't mind the purple on the next sketch, which takes us on a trip to Marrowbone Station. Okay. But I have to say, I am really not fussed on this red sketch of Bow Street. The sketch isn't badly carried out, but the colour just really doesn't work for me. If you see it scanned, the red is almost shiny. So back to portrait again. This is Great Marlborough Street, because there is no real Marlborough Street. When they were coming up with the properties for the London Monopoly Board, a man who ran Waddington's at the time was called Victor Watson. This is what he actually meant. The large building with the timbers visible is Liberty's, which has its main entrance on Regent Street. Now this is Vine Street, okay? I like this sketch. It took absolute hours, but I really like it. That unassuming building, believe it or not, represents free parking because it was used as one of the very first multi-storey car parks in London, about 1903. Could take 100 cars. I didn't know there were 100 cars in London in 1903. It's a pub now, which is probably a change for the better. Okay, Trafalgar Square. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the controversy over Nelson and his alleged links to the slave trade. Now, I'm not saying we should tear down Nelson off the column straight away, but I think it's a debate which should be had. There we are. I'll upset my mum and my stepfather having said that. This is one of very, very few London Monopoly properties I've never visited. I've never had cause to catch a train from or to Fenchurch Street. And my most recent sketch of Leicester Square. I like it because I like the two Londoners sitting on a bench having a good old gossip. So that's as far as I've got. If you don't believe me, I'll show you the next page. There you go. So watch this space, but thank you for joining me.